Welcome to another Mail Day. This is the Soccer Card Social. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so this Mail Day is going to be a little bit different. The cards aren't wrapped. I've taken them out of their packaging. I've been picking these up over the last couple of weeks. And I wanted to take some time just to show you what I've been collecting and what I'm interested in at the moment. Trying to find my niche, really. I don't know if that's the right word to use. Trying to find cards, stickers that I think I've got a lot of value and are interesting to pick up. And as always, you've got to collect stuff you like, right? So it's got to mean something to you. The football club you love, the nation you support, special legends that you've always admired or loved watching, or current players, that you really enjoy and you really like. So let's get straight into it. Like I said in the title, this is going to be a little bit of vintage, but really it's not vintage. It's that kind of that period between kind of 1980 and kind of the early middle 90s, with a little bit of like 2005 thrown in. So you'll kind of see what I'm aiming for here. It's not young fresh players on the scene right now. It's older cards, it's older stickers. So let's have a look and see what we've got. So the first one I wanted to show you is this. So this is a John Barnes 1984 Panini Superstars card. Now what's really interesting about this one is that it's see-through. So it's printed on plastic and it's a see-through card. And it's from the Superstars set, and of course everyone who's English, most people around the world will recognise this guy. This is John Barnes. Played for Liverpool legend, also played for Watford as well. And this card is from 1984. So John Barnes' debut was in 1981. That was for Watford, and he moved to Liverpool in 1987. So at this point, Barnes is playing still for Watford here. You'll see the kind of 1980s kit, beautiful really, actually, the England kit back there in the 80s. And this card, interestingly, was produced around the time when John Barnes scored that famous goal in the Maracanã against Brazil when we won 2-0. I think John Barnes is actually really undervalued. I actually think he's quite a special player. I mean, if you're a Liverpool fan, you'll obviously know that. Had a good run in that team. Played for Liverpool for 10 years, and he won 2 leagues and 2 FA Cups. He was the players' player in 1988. So for 4 years from here, he was the players' player. So for me, that's a really nice pickup. That cost me about £3, in pretty good condition. Yeah, really kind of happy with that one. And then in the same collection, what I've picked up there is a Lothar Matthaus version of the card. So again, Lothar Matthaus in his early days, his career started in about 78, 79. He obviously played for Borussia Mönchengladbach, I think, before he moved to Bayern. Played for Inter. Ballon d'Or winner. I think that was in what year did he win the Ballon d'Or? 1990. I think he won the Ballon d'Or in 1990. And Lothar Matthaus is regarded, as one of certainly one of Germany's all-time great players. Recently, actually, I think he was included in the UEFA. I think he was included in the UEFA all-time team, the Ballon d'Or all-time team. So, you know, he's obviously won the World Cup, won the Euros, 8 league titles. Interestingly, never picked up the Champions League. But, you know, none the same. De Panzer, they called Matthaus. The tank is absolute legend of German football. And again, this card costs £3. And, you know, for £3, if you look at Barnes there, it's not really, you know, it's old. Maybe some markings there, a few markings there. And maybe on the other side as well. I'm not sure that's where it's attached to the penny sleeve or not, but certainly the Matthaus one there, £3. I don't really think you can go wrong. So that's those first two. The next one I wanted to talk to you about is Andy Cole. So a Manchester United player, obviously, won most of his major trophies at Manchester United. He started his I suppose top flight career at Newcastle, moved from Bristol City. If you know my accent, you know that's where I'm from, Bristol. This is his rookie card playing for Newcastle. Really nice design. With the shield just behind there, obviously name at the bottom, and then we've got some stats there in terms of where he played. Started his career out in Arsenal, Division 1 appearance, then he dropped down to Fulham in Division 3, 13 appearances, 3 goals, moves up to Bristol City, Division 2, 12 appearances. He won at Fulham. Well, actually it says that he was on loan there actually from Arsenal. Yeah, so it looks like, so actually I didn't know that. It looks like Arsenal sold him to Bristol City after 12 games and 8 goals. He then went on to score 12 goals in 29 appearances. That's when Newcastle bought him, and up to this point, in his first 12 appearances, he'd scored 12 goals. So, most people will know Andy Cole is, I think, the third, maybe the fourth now. Certainly in the top 4 all-time goal scorers in the Premier League, 190 plus goals. Yeah, I think it's actually a really nice example of his rookie card. A bit of whitening there perhaps. So, you know, buying these off eBay, the reality is I've kind of accepted that you're kind of never going to get these perfect. The chances that someone has stored this away in one of these sleeves in a top loader and stashed it away since 1993, it's highly unlikely. And of course, this car is only 18 years old, so not in bad condition at all for 18-year-old Cole. Colour's still there, yeah, really nice example. So I'm really happy. This card cost me £4. I mean, it feels to me like an absolute no-brainer, and I'm interested to know what people's comments are. So please post them on the video and let me know. But you know, for £4, one of the Premier League Hall of Famers, it just feels to me like an absolute no-brainer. So that's Andy Cole. Next up, almost alluded to him a second ago, we've got Alan Shearer. So the all-time Premier League top goal scorer as it stands. I think a lot of people wonder whether Kane will actually eclipse him with his kind of goal scoring records. But at the moment, way out there ahead is Alan Shearer with 260 goals in the Premier League, and this is his pro set 90 to 91, and it's his rookie card. So this is the first card that was produced for Alan Shearer. It's his time in Southampton. This is essentially his second season at Southampton. A bit of research that I did, I think he played part of the season before. And there's a bit of information there, obviously, about him. Played for Newcastle, played local football, and then was bought, obviously, by Southampton. Instant success. Bit about what he'd won at under 21 level there. You know, and he'd scored 3 goals in 4 league appearances against Arsenal. So yeah, really nice card. Alan Shearer won the Premier League, obviously with Blackburn Rovers. He came third in Euro '96. Obviously, an integral part of that team. He's Newcastle's all-time top goal scorer with 206 goals. And then what's kind of interesting for me, I didn't know this, but Alan Shearer actually was third in the Ballon d'Or in 1996 after those European Championships. So I wasn't aware of that. So yeah, again, a nice example, you know, maybe some whitening in the corners there. I think I could probably, you know, maybe a bit of whitening down the side there. You know, this cost me £10. So again, you'll see kind of my style of buying is you know, low value initially. I haven't got a big budget, and I've talked about that in one of my other videos. So no doubt I could go and hunt out a mint condition one of these, and you know, it probably cost a lot more. It's quite clear this one isn't in mint condition, but I would say this one's in very good condition. And for £10, I don't really think you can kind of go, I don't think you really go far wrong. So Alan Shearer, all-time top goal scorer in the Premier League. Okay, what have we got next? Something a bit different. I wasn't sure what to expect with this one. I'm not quite sure how to store this one. But I haven't quite worked that out. But this is what I got. I know you probably weren't expecting this, were you? No, it's not a photo. Although, is it? I don't know what you'd describe it as. So this is a Merlin photo card collection from 1997, and I'm not 100% sure if it's Michael Owen's rookie, but it's certainly his rookie season. Now you'll see there on the back, there we are. I think I've captured that pretty well. So Merlin Collections, Liverpool. So it's a Liverpool set, and it was produced by Merlin. And yes, this is in Michael Owen's rookie year. I only found one example of this. This cost me £3. So it's a bit of a punt. I'm not really sure. Whether the real card enthusiast is going to jump up and down for this one. But I just thought it was really interesting. And you know, the fact that it's in Michael Owen's rookie year as well, his first full season at Liverpool, you know, that was really quite interesting for me. So obviously Michael Owen started his career at Liverpool in 1996. He made 216 appearances for Liverpool, scoring 118 goals. We all know he's a Ballon d'Or winner. 2001, he won the Ballon d'Or, and he played for Liverpool, Manchester United, and Real Madrid. Obviously, noticeable clubs that he played for. There was obviously a couple of other appearances elsewhere for, I think, Stoke, and maybe a couple of other smaller clubs, but although I think it might have just been Stoke. But anyway, you know, this is Michael Owen in his absolute prime. This is a year before he goes to the France '98 World Cup. This is a year, you know, pretty much a year before he scored that exceptional goal against Argentina. You know, Owen got injured, you know, towards the middle of his career and never really was the player he was in his youth. But you know, he's quite decorated. You know, he's won the UEFA Cup, FA Cup, 3 League Cups. He won the Premier League with Manchester United, and he scored. And I thought this was a really interesting stat, bearing in mind his injuries and stuff. He scored 40 goals in 89 appearances. I remember Sven actually saying that England should have won the 2006 World Cup. He felt that team was the best team he'd ever had. Actually, Owen in the 2002 World Cup, and that team that we had there, I felt was probably one of the best teams we ever had. So, being a Liverpool fan and knowing a fair bit about Michael Owen, although I still can't get my head around him going to Manchester United, yeah, that's a really nice one for me. And as I showed you before, Merlin collections there. Merlin photo card collection, 1997. So yeah, something a little bit different there. Not your usual pickup. But then we move on to something that I was really excited to pick up, and it's the main man, isn't it? Of course it is. Cristiano Ronaldo, the main man, 2005 FA Premier League Merlin collection, sticker 377. I actually think this sticker is in really, really good condition. I haven't looked to see how many have been graded. I don't expect many. I might be totally wrong. I actually think the centering looks pretty good. And I really like the effect of how his head's coming out from outside the sticker with his arms inside the sticker with his name on the side. I just thought it was a really handsome looking sticker. I picked this up for £12. Now this is the season after Ronaldo joined Manchester United. It's his first. Yeah, it's. I think there's a 2000. I think there's some 2004 Ronaldo items. But then your 2003, you're looking at kind of the sporting stickers and the sporting cards for Ronaldo. So this is early on in his Manchester United career. Although I accept it's not a rookie, but I just felt for getting on for 16 years old, it was a really nice example of Ronaldo, and I was really, really pleased to pick it up. And I don't really need to say a great deal about him, do I? In terms of his achievements and what he's achieved. 3 Premier League titles, 2 La Liga titles, 2 Serie A titles, 5 Champions Leagues, the most of any player, 5 Ballon d'Ors. Exceptional talent. So he will go down as one of the absolute greatest of all time in the game, along with the likes of Messi and Pele and potentially Maradona. Although I think I'm not going to get into that debate right now, but yeah, nice example of Cristiano Ronaldo, and actually very affordable. And that's the truth of it. Very difficult to pick up anything earlier than this for anything kind of less than 50 quid, really, probably more. So I was really happy to put this one in the collection, and it's actually one of my, even though I'm not a Manchester United fan, obviously, it's actually one of my favourites that I've got. And then while we're on the kind of Ronaldo theme, so I then picked up these 3, and I picked these up in a, I can't quite see gigs there, can you? I picked these up in a lot, and I picked them up a group of cards, and then it's Match Attacks 2008. Match Attacks 2008, 2009 cards. And I picked up pretty much the whole of the Manchester United team, and I picked all these up for £2.50, and I think they're in pretty good condition. Some whitening on the back. In fact, there's actually, if I'm honest, there's quite a bit of whitening on the back there, and notoriously difficult to keep these in good quality condition. With kind of blue backgrounds like that, but actually the fronts look really nice, the corners look really nice, pretty much all look nicely centered. And again, for £2, I've got Ronaldo there, I've got Giggs, legend of Manchester United, and And I got Scholesy as well, another legend of Manchester United. So two legends of Manchester United. One of the most recognised and highly supported clubs in the world. And then I've got 2008 Ronaldo there as well. And I think that's what I'm going to do. You know, if it's a challenge to pick up some of these Ronaldo items, I'm going to keep hunting around for, you know, stuff that's slightly older, maybe not in his rookie or first or second or third season, but where I can, at a very reasonable price, because, you know, you can't really go wrong, in my view. And, you know, what you end up then with is some nice examples of some other players from major clubs who, you know, I mean, Giggs won the most Premier League titles ever. And I think Scholes, you know, highly decorated. I think won 2 Champions Leagues. You know, he's got to be going north of 10 Champions League, 10 Premier League titles. Exceptional talent for England and for Manchester United. So again, I think they're really nice. I think they're really nice things, and I think that's the most important thing, really. All the time, it's trying to pick up items that you enjoy, and trying to pick up items that you know, don't break your budget. And everyone's budgets obviously are absolutely different, so you know, it's kind of entirely up to you how you want to spend your money. So that was my Mal Day. Hope you enjoyed it. If you if you like the channel and you've got to 21 minutes, then please, by all means, like the channel and follow as well. I've also got an Instagram page where I post my cards and stickers most days. So again, pop over to Instagram and follow me there. Thanks very much for watching, and see you again. Bye.